Hello, everyone, and welcome to the As Seen on TV podcast for Once Upon a Time in Wonderland, Season 1, Episode 8, Home. I'm your host, Dom. With me, I have Omikins.
Hello.
Clio.
Hi.
Rachel.
Hello.
And,
You got skipped, son.
I'll start doing the thing again.
so, how'd you guys like the episode?
Damn it, really?
It's good.
Do you get Mike? I
think it started off a little slow, but
I'll make the sound again.
Just stop it.
I stopped it.
and Mike. And it's
We have
Mike.
things to do. Enough with the... Yeah, you don't want to... No.
Notice, back here. Hi.
It's Mike in his masturbatorium.
Yes, we'll go with that.
What a way to start the show. So,
Indeed.
what'd you guys think of this episode?
it was a good
It
episode.
was, it was
a
very
good
good.
episode.
Was it?
Was
What
it?
was so good about it?
Sassy
I
bunny
think-
wife.
Yeah.
I loved
Was that
her.
Whoopi Goldberg's voice?
It was
That
It was.
Whoopi Goldberg.
It
I
was
thought
indeed.
so.
Yes.
So, we're definitely seeing the nice celebrity cast.
Of course we are.
We had, Whoopi Goldberg. Originally, we were supposed to have Pee Wee Herman as the voice of the White Rabbit, so, that would have been interesting. I'm
That'd be
glad.
weird.
I'm glad they went away with that if they're gonna have Whoopi be the wife, because Whoopi and Pee Wee Herman don't really go together.
Well, I don't think he was gonna do the Pee-wee voice, but it would have been weird.
I don't... yeah, I don't know. I
Can you
just
imagine the
don't
rabbit
see-
doing that every time he talked? Alice,
Oh, God.
Alice, we have to go to Wonderland.
Oh, no. I'm glad it's John Lithgow.
Yeah, me too.
He was
It'd be
on the last
almost as bad as, mentioning that someone's dead every episode.
At least it's,
Wait, someone's
Oh.
dead?
not in this show.
That's
But we had Marilyn Manson do the voice of the Shadow in Wonderland. I mean, Once Upon a Time. Who was the caterpillar in this again? Iggy Pop.
Pop.
Iggy
So
Pop.
yeah,
Iggy Pop.
yep. We definitely had a nice celebrity cast. I'm enjoying it.
Pulling them all out of the woodwork.
They are.
Oh yeah.
They are. So we get to see some flashbacks here. Were you guys excited?
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
know.
I like flashbacks.
It depends on the flashback, because some
Okay, it
flashbacks
does.
I just want to go to sleep.
This was one of those flashbacks we needed.
Mm-hmm.
See,
So,
I think they could have gone back further.
they could have, yes.
Because all we saw here, we saw Alice's previous day in Wonderland. And her and Cyrus were by the campfire, and Cyrus reveals that he was originally human. He wasn't always a genie.
Yeah.
I wish we saw more of that, and
Yeah.
not...
Maybe the next when they come back.
Yeah, we
Yep,
have a whole
could
another
be.
half a season to see before it ends, so all that kind of backstory can be revealed.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and I'm sure we'll get it.
Oh
So,
yeah.
I mean,
I hope we do.
Mhm.
I'd like to know how it all came about.
Yeah. So, were you guys surprised that Cyrus was born human?
No, most genies in tellings are born human. They
Yeah.
just happen to become a genie from a consequence of one of their wishes.
or cursed, or who knows how they become genies. Maybe there's
Yeah.
other ways.
Yeah, there are other ways, obviously, but that's one of the most common.
Well, once one genie is freed, there has to be someone else taking their place.
hmm
Mm-hmm.
There always has to be someone in that bottle.
So,
Yeah, which we didn't know. We didn't know going into this episode. This was revealed at the end of the episode. So
It was a theory we had.
Mhm.
yeah, so
It was
we're-
a theory. We've
we're,
talked
we're
about
kind
it
of
before.
momentoing right now. We're starting at the end, but my question to you guys, really quick, not to go on a complete side tangent, but we love to do that on this show. What does this mean for
Mm-hmm.
Regina's genie?
the Sydney?
Yeah,
What do you mean?
Well, he's still
He's
technically...
still a genie.
Yeah, he's still technically a genie, even though he was sent away to the mirror realm and he got changed into Sydney Glass in Storybrooke. He was still technically a genie. Where he is now, I don't know, but he would be a genie.
So does that mean he got put into the glass?
And he's a genie in a glass.
Another genie didn't take his place. So considering that Jafar has 2 other genie bottles, and there's 3 genies at a time, I mean, was confirmed that there's only 3 at a time?
No.
No, it was never confirmed.
Okay, so I was going to say, if that's a thing then. If it's a thing that there's only 3 at a time, then this takes place in a different time completely before Sydney was a genie.
Might have. Or maybe
I mean,
place after and Sydney is in one of those bottles.
Perhaps.
One of the 2.
The thing
Chrissy-
is,
Chrissy looking at the
because we don't
ceiling.
look at them. Because we haven't looked at those bottles.
We've brought up Sydney before, and I can't remember his story. Like, No. I know what it is, but I can't remember the specifics to say. Oh yeah, this is definitely what.
But Sydney, we know Sydney was a genie from Agrabah.
yeah, we know that, but we don't know if he was when he was with Regina, or even then. I mean, even if he was a genie, he wasn't able to have a different master, and his bottle wasn't there.
Right.
So it's possible
Mr. Gold
that
didn't have his bottle?
I don't think so.
I don't think he did. And if he did, Mr. Gold wasn't making any wishes, so someone else was the master. But
Right.
It wasn't something they went into detail about.
no,
They might go into detail now with Wonderland, going that route. So you never know.
well, they'd go into detail about Cyrus, but not Sydney.
Right.
Yeah.
I would like it because as far as didn't Jafar mention that he needed the 3 genies?
I think
Like,
he
didn't
did
he
phrase it that way, yeah.
He did phrase it that way, that he needs the 3 genies, not just 3 genies. He needs the 3.
It would make sense because there's 3 wishes if there were 3 genies, so to speak. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then in the original telling, there were 3 rules to your wishes, but they expanded on that. They made like 4 of them or 5 now. I don't remember.
I think the basic thing is there's consequences. Be careful what you wish for.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's been a thing that's, everyone should know that.
Yeah, magic of any sort has consequences.
Even wishing for a cupcake.
Yep.
Because you'll probably get food poisoning.
Or diabetes.
Diabetes.
Diabetes?
You'll turn into Wilfred Brimley.
See, Mike got it.
Or, or you might get stabbed. Like Alice did.
Yeah, she did get stabbed.
That has nothing to do with wishes, but indeed, she did get stabbed. Did anybody see her get stabbed? Because I sure
I
as
didn't
shit
see her
didn't.
get. I didn't-
Speaking of the color purple, so Alice gets stabbed.
You mean that color I can't properly see? Go
Yes, that one.
This is the show of awkward segues. So,
on. I am mesmerized.
did you expect Cyrus to use some kind of magic on the wound, or...
He can't.
He can't access his magic unless someone tells him what to do.
Yeah, unless they wish for it.
Yeah, but
He can't.
I guess we knew she wasn't gonna wish, but
That's what the cuffs are for. They kind of bind his magic.
They kind of give it to him and bind it.
there's always a loophole. There's always a exception to the
Way
rule.
around.
Yeah.
The hell was that?
I have no idea.
Train whistle. Really pathetic sounding one, but yes, it was.
Toot toot.
Interesting.
Anyway.
Anyways.
Yeah. So, back in present day, we see the one of the Tweedles. We still don't know which Tweedle is which, and
They still haven't mentioned. I was waiting for her to say their names.
I actually
I
made the
read-
observation in the credits this time. I actually watched the credits. I was actually at Mike and Nikki's house when we were watching this episode, and I noticed it said Tweedle 1 and Tweedle 2.
Yep.
Right, and the synopsis, I found a full synopsis of the whole episode. More than a synopsis, but it, in the cast, the credits, like you said, it mentions Tweedle 1 and Tweedle 2, but in the actual synopsis, it has the evil one as Tweedledee, and the not evil one is the one who betrayed to Jafar as Tweedledee, and the other one is Tweedledum. That's how it has them as. I don't know if that's accurate or whoever
we
wrote
don't
that
know if it's
synopsis
we don't know if it's accurate or not because it was never revealed in the show.
Right.
So it's not really that relevant for what we're talking about.
They're the Tweedles.
I'm a fucking idiot because I didn't realize they were Tweedledum and Tweedledee.
They just look like cloaked people walking through the forest.
They look like David Bowie.
David Bowie.
So, Chrissy's now known as Tweedledum.
Yeah!
So, Tweedledum, Tweedle1, Tweedle2, one of them, heard through the grapevine, quite literally. I thought that was funny.
That was a funny joke.
That was funny.
I was waiting for the California raisins to show up.
Oh God, no.
But he found out that the Cyrus was captured, and he accidentally ran into his brother while heading toward the Red Queen, and witnessed his brother giving the bottle to Jafar. Did you think that he was gonna rat his brother out, or what at that point?
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think he has a crush on the Red Queen. Of course he's gonna rat him out.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when the Red Queen started opening the drawer, and she was looking at the hole where the bottle was, my first reaction was, what kind of idiot keeps the bottle in, like, plain sight, which it's available to anybody? It's, like, in the main chamber of her room that we always see her in, so...
Yeah, but she has it locked up, and if she has the only key, how did he get in? But, whatever.
But still, keys,
neither here nor
locks, they
there.
can be picked, they can be circumvented. But, yeah, it's that... maybe she... My thought at this time was maybe she realizes that nobody's going to have the balls to steal from her.
No, you know what? It's not that. She realized, oh my gosh, we're going to find out about this. But it was a fake. She planted it there to see if anyone was going to betray her and go to Jafar's side and take the bottle and give it to him. That was her plan from the very beginning. She's very smart.
They underestimate her every single
time. They do. And that's why she did it. She wanted to catch someone.
Well, okay.
Yeah. I mean, that was very apparent, but I didn't think the Tweedles were going to rat themselves out. Like, I didn't see that. I figured they're brothers, they're going to stick together.
No.
They weren't even in the Disney movie, they weren't exactly loyal to each other.
No.
They fought.
They were the same but different at the same time. And I think the Queen even mentioned, she's like, I don't want to get between the brother, like the sibling rivalry you guys have going on. So it's obvious that they just don't like each other. So it would make sense that they would, tattle on each other, if that's the word you want to use.
That works. Tattling Tweedles.
Tattling Tweedles.
Tattling Tweedles tell tall tales. Bam.
Yeah.
Sorry,
yeah.
I just went alliteration mode.
It's okay.
I'm gonna now drink myself into a coma.
So the White Rabbit finally, after Alice barges into his house, the White Rabbit finally confesses that he betrayed her. And did you expect Alice to be so forgiving?
Yes, we discussed it. Was it last episode? Where what we were discussing, like the question was, what would Alice do if she found out about the rabbit being betraying her, and what were his reasons? And his reason was his family. His reason was his family. She already knew. She knew that he had betrayed him, but she didn't know why. No. So once he said it was his family, she was like, "Oh yeah, totally. Now let's go save them." Like I knew that was going to happen. We discussed it in a couple episodes ago. So yeah, it makes sense.
It wasn't a surprise.
It wasn't surprising at all.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah, but then we got a little more of the family in the backstory, in the flashback, and we saw that Whoopi Goldberg actually had some healing power. She
medicine woman.
Yeah, she stitched Alice back up, gave her medicine, she was good to go. Like, is that something rabbits do, or or what's?
This rabbit does.
Yes, Dom. Rabbits are witch doctors.
I was confused because I mean, like I had a pet rabbit and it just
So did I.
It
It
sat
just
there
shut.
and it ate
mean-
carrots and
You mean your
shit all over
rabbit,
the place.
like,
And
Make
and-
portals to different dimensions.
So
mine, it might have.
Didn't wear monocle.
I mean, I didn't watch the thing 24/7, so it could have.
Yeah, same with mine. I mean, when we put hay in her little house for winter, she, for all I know, she disappeared into another dimension under all that.
oh yeah.
I don't know. The only thing my rabbit did was eat my mom's rosebush leaves.
What was your rabbit's name?
Bunsy.
Bunsy?
I was 3 when I named her.
See, I bought a rabbit
was-
for a girlfriend at the time, and I was like 22 maybe. Its name was Snickers.
I was 3.
So
And
Dom doesn't have an excuse.
apparently I went to say bunny, but I said Bunsy, and I just liked it. So
It
at least
looked-
that's what I'm told.
It
I
looked
really
like a
don't
Snickers
remember.
bar. I was hungry. What do you want from me?
Mine was gray.
My friend had a black and white rabbit, and it was named Peter.
Pan?
How original.
No, Peter Rabbit.
Peter Rabbit.
Cottontail.
Peter Cottontail.
Mm-hmm.
So
Hopping down the bunny trail.
Mm-hmm.
I hear voices in my head.
I hear
my
voices
Yes.
in my head.
Whose voices?
I don't know, but I hear voices.
Many.
Anyway. So, what was up with her healing power? Like, how did
I
she?
don't know.
Do you ask what's up with the white rabbit making portals? It's just, that's
No,
what she's
no,
got.
but like, is this magic of hers? Did she study medicine? Like, does she have a PhD? Like, what?
Well, Alice got stabbed.
Oh my god!
And she sort of just healed her. So I'm pretty sure it's more than just a PhD.
I don't know what broke Rachel.
What the fuck is happening?
I pictured this bunny at college trying to get her PhD in medicine.
I thought we were talking about what's going on in chat right now.
What is
I
going
thought
on?
I'm
in
ignoring
chat
chat
now?
right now. It's just all sorts of crazy.
I don't know. Dom, you got 5 wives, according to this. Who's
Oh.
Chip? Who's Chip? Who's hugged
I
you
have
at least?
no. I know someone's hugged you.
Chip, identify thyself.
Okay. Anyway, moving right along. So Jafar, after the white Red Queen, gave Jafar, like, knew that it was the fake bottle, with all that. She kind of fled, and she left behind a box for Jafar. And
It's the box.
he storms in, right? He storms in and he's looking for everybody, and he walks right by the box. The first thing in my head was, "What's in the box?" Like,
Exactly. Like, what? Dude, do you not see the box?
he just like walked by it like it didn't. I'm like, how can you? No, you have to open the box. What's in the box? And then finally he turned around, and I don't know how many times I've said it in the past like month, because this is like the 3rd show that's done it.
Yep.
But what's in the
Yeah.
box?
What's in the box?
It's another severed head. Like, are you kidding me? How
just
many
like
heads
what?
can you put in boxes?
There's Pandora's box, there was Delphine's head in the box, and now Tweedledee's head in the box, and who knows what other boxes were on other shows
Oh
that
my
we don't
God.
watch.
Boxes! All the boxes.
All the heads.
I just
in all
love.
the
I
boxes.
just love the comment he says that Tweedle said when he opened the box. I think she's on to us.
Yeah, that was the best.
I was like, you think?
It was so
Think
quick
Sean
too. It was
does.
like the box
Fresh.
opened. You had like a half second to see the head, and he goes, "I think she's on to us." And I'm like, I lost it. I lost
Yeah.
it.
My response in that situation would have been like, "You think, really?
Oh,
What gave
don't
you
have
that
a bar-
idea?"
You don't have a body, dude. I think she's on.
She cut your head off, put you in a box, and you're still able to speak. What gave you that idea?
It's Wonderland. Anything's possible.
Magic.
Yeah, indeed, it's magic.
Snowflakes gave me that idea.
What?
Oh my god, what are we doing?
I don't know.
What is this show about again? I'm so
We're
confused.
losing our minds is what we're doing.
I'm so
My mom
confused.
Show's about what's in the box.
So Cyrus, in the flashback, Cyrus showed Alice this compass. It looked like Jack Sparrow's compass, where it pointed to whatever you most desired, the same way Jack Sparrow's worked. It just didn't have the cool little box that went with it, so it definitely wasn't Jack Sparrow's Jack Sparrow's compass, but I'm sure it was based around that compass. But
Yeah. It pointed to whatever he lost. Whatever you lost, I think he said.
oh yeah, maybe that's what it was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was called the Lost and Found. That's right.
Lost and Found.
Okay, so it wasn't the same principle as Jack Sparrow's compass, but it was very similar.
Basically.
So he ended up. This was something that he used to locate his mother, and then it started spinning. So I think we're under the impression that she died, right?
I'm gonna
Probably
go with that. Yeah.
After so many years of him being in there, yeah, probably.
Yeah. So he really didn't have much use for it anymore. He's got Alice. He doesn't need to find anything else. So he traded to the caterpillar for Harry Potter's tent.
Harry Potter's tent.
His tent?
Just it.
Yeah, you know
Yeah,
that tent
from
where they go
Deathly
in and
Hallows.
everything's bigger inside?
No,
It's invisible.
it's not bigger inside. It's just invisible.
I was gonna say if it's small on the outside, big on the inside.
That's a TARDIS.
That's totally not in this universe at all.
That's a TARDIS.
We don't know the size of the tent. It could be very,
We don't know
really
the
small.
size of the tent. Okay.
I don't know. It seemed that way to me. So yeah, it was an invisible tent. It's basically a hideout for them. So do you think that the invisible tent is really safe from the caterpillar, or?
See, if he knew about it, he could easily search for it. Oh wait, he does know about it. What the hell?
Yeah, he gave it to him.
Yeah.
Well,
Was it always there, or could they place it anywhere?
it's possible that it was given to him by the caterpillar, or given to Cyrus by the caterpillar, and Cyrus just placed it and made it look the way he wants. But I mean, the caterpillar could still say, "Well, I want to look for this secret hiding place that I gave Cyrus so many years ago, and use the lost and found and find it." But I don't think the
Nothing
caterpillar
like
really
that.
cares.
The caterpillar is one of those he's one of those makes a deal and sticks to it kind of characters.
Yeah.
So he made his deal and he's gonna stick to it,
Yeah.
kind of thing.
So he kind of.
What if, for example, Jafar comes in and makes a better deal?
Yeah, I was just gonna say that he'd probably sell anyone down the river if either a better deal or his life was in danger.
Yeah, we don't know
But
really enough.
what does Jafar have to offer right now?
Not killing him.
Yes, exactly. Sparing his life.
I don't
Maybe-
think the caterpillar's too scared.
I mean, we already saw Jafar just go with his hand and an entire castle just fucking implodes.
Yeah.
So we already know he's pretty powerful. Checkmate, yeah, right? Who's you said that and Omi just went, "Oh fuck you," right? Was that it?
She face palmed. Yeah.
Yeah, she face palmed really hard.
Yeah. Castle's blowing up in the distance. I just turned to her and I go, "Checkmate." She just went. It was great. I loved it. I loved every second of it.
It did entertain.
Yes. So, Mr. Scarlet, and he kind of revealed that he knows more about the Red Queen than we kind of thought. She's got
No.
like this gyps. What?
We know that he knows a
More-
lot about her.
Yeah, but more than we originally thought. Like they had this gypsy tent. Like it looked like a gypsy wagon,
Cart.
whatever, out in the middle of the woods, and you would think Anastasia, being the Red Queen, she'd disassociate everything that her past life stood for, but he still believed that this meant something to her. So he goes there and he finds the rabbit's family that's hidden in the house. He finds where the genie bottle used to be, and they did a really good job of throwing this pink dress in our face.
That's her old dress.
Did you guys notice that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it was in the trailer, so we saw it twice.
Yeah, but
And
Stop
she's
throwing
worn
in
it,
our
so
face.
right, but who
Is
else
this,
was
the
wearing
the
pink dress?
Symbolic for something? Like a certain Anastasia character?
Mm.
Is it Anastasia Cinderella or Anastasia Romanoff?
It's I actually, because we went through this theory before that it was one of the stepsisters, and it's not. The stepsisters were both already in Once Upon a Time. So it is not that Anastasia. That leaves one Anastasia left.
Not Romanoff.
One that wore a pink dress in the cartoon.
See, you could prove your point if you brought that picture up again.
Could.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Could. But he brought up a picture of it, and yeah. So I guess that's their way of confirming without confirming that that's the Anastasia they're going with.
Since they technically don't hold the rights to that character,
No.
they can't come out and say this is reference to that Anastasia, but they had a dress that was very, very similar to the one she wears in the cartoon.
See, they can't reference
Why do
that,
they
that
not
character.
have the rights to it?
Because it's not a Disney movie.
Romanoff, yeah, but Anastasia Romanoff was an actual real person. They don't have the rights to
Yeah,
use her name.
But they don't have the rights
Yeah.
to make the symbolic connection, the pink dress and Anastasia. They don't like that. The pink dress itself makes Anastasia that character. So they can't really say that this is Anastasia Romanoff, because then everybody will connect it to the one that they saw in the cartoons because of the pink dress.
You're saying the pink dress is related to Anastasia Romanoff?
The cartoon.
The cartoon Anastasia. She never wears a pink dress.
Yes, she does.
Yes, she did.
When?
There's a picture of it Dom brought up on his phone of her in the pink dress. A pink dress, not
A
that.
pink dress.
Yeah, she wore
the
pink
dress
dress.
she's known for in the movie is either the blue one or the yellow one, not a pink one. Whether they're trying to make that subconscious, they would have picked a different dress. I think that the pink is just symbolic of she used to be innocent, and now she's
that was her.
She's stuck with blood. You know.
I don't know.
I think we're digging a bit too deep.
Maybe.
Well, when we were watching it, I pulled up a picture, and it was more or less the exact same dress that Anastasia was wearing.
I have no idea what picture you're talking about. So.
Right. There's
not like we can pull it up now.
There's just when you get some time, Google up. There's pink dress Anastasia, and you will find there's a picture of her in a pink dress, and it's almost identical to the one that's hanging up in that card.
I know.
So
I know the movie, and she's not known for a pink dress.
I know, but she has worn one. So.
Okay.
I mean, it's easy for people to say that, that's the connecting link right there. But, I mean, yeah, I do agree. That wasn't the dress that she's known for in the cartoon. But maybe they want to take a backroad approach to it and say, well, it is the link that you're thinking of. We just couldn't use the other ones because we might get in trouble.
It's the same reason that what was that? It was a cartoon / live action one that Disney actually made. Enchanted?
Enchanted? Giselle?
Yes, Giselle. There's a Princess Giselle. And when the movie originally came out, they had Princess Giselle in the Disney theme parks and stuff like that. As soon as the movie left, they took the character out of the Disney Princess lineup. They took her out of the parks, all this stuff, because they didn't own 100% of the rights to the character. Every time that character made an appearance in the park, every time that it showed up on their princess line, t-shirts, whatever that they made, they had to pay her royalties. So that's probably part of the reason. Yes. That's probably part of the reason why you can't see them mentioning directly characters' names.
It took me way too long to get that royalties comment, and I just slowly died inside.
No, I'm using that as an example. I'm using that as an example of why they can't directly relate a cartoon that they do not own
Yes, but what I'm saying is
to use its likenesses.
I looked up Anastasia pink dress, and she doesn't have a pink dress. I don't can't find a pink dress.
I mean, I see like the cosplay dress has pink on it, but in the movie
it's
it's not pink. It's yellow.
We'll find the picture after, and then we'll post it in Skype between shows.
Next topic.
Yeah, please.
Anastasia wearing a pink dress.
That's not the next topic. That's the current topic that I'm still fucking confused about.
Okay, how about Anastasia wearing a pink dress?
Dom, I fucking hate you. I'm gonna leave right now. I'm too tired for this shit.
So Cyrus and Alice are finally reunited.
And it feels so good.
The feels,
Really?
man.
I don't know. I didn't have any feels toward it.
Your heart is
Didn't either.
It was nice, good for them, but I don't.
I had more feels towards the knave and the Red Queen.
There was more feels between the White Rabbit and his family.
Yeah. All the feels.
Yeah.
You didn't have the feels? You guys.
I mean, we've seen enough of Alice and Cyrus in flashbacks that
True, you're right.
I didn't feel anything
Also,
now toward this actual reunion because we've seen it too many times already.
And we know they're in love. We knew they were going to find each other.
Yeah, and it might be the acting and it might be the writing, but I've never been 1,000% convinced of them being in true love, you know. I don't know.
Yeah. So Red Queen pretty much devotes her I don't even know how to phrase it. She devotes her like allegiance to the heroes. Do you think they can actually trust her?
She seems pretty sincere in what she says.
It's going to be hard. It's going to be hard.
Yeah.
And whether or not she can turn around and go away from that.
It's going to be like Regina and Rumpel. Nobody truly trusted them until the very end. Mm-hmm. And that's how it's going to be with the Red Queen as well.
Yeah.
Do you guys believe though that all she ever wanted was to have Will back?
No. She wouldn't have made the decision to become the Red Queen in the first place if all she wanted was Will.
Well,
she said
afterwards.
Changed her mind. She said she realized it, sort of like how Cora was like, "Oh, you would have been to Regina. You would have been enough."
Been enough.
Sort of like once it was gone, it's sort of like Will would have been enough. She realized.
Yeah. So
at that point, I mean, she had already she already had cast Will away. And she finally, she had that revelation, and then Will's gone, so she can't get him back. So she had to keep playing this ruse and getting deeper and deeper and deeper into the queenship and being evil. And, finally it just became a thing, and everybody hated her and was afraid of her, so she had to keep it up. Same thing with Cora. And then, Regina was taking on the evil queen thing, and she really hated and, resented her mother. So it was hard for Cora to get Regina back, and by the time she probably could have, Regina put her away in a different realm. So, they changed their mind. They had a revelation, and they realized it was good for them. But by the time it actually happened, it was too late.
I'm not saying she should be forgiven. I'm just saying that's why.
I didn't say that either.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then
it's going to take some time.
Mm-hmm.
Then you have Will just completely shuts her down. What is he?
Because he still doesn't have his heart.
What is he heartless or something?
He still doesn't have his heart.
You just interrupted me. I had a spawn all set up. You interrupted me.
No more
funny, Dom.
No more puns for you. You're not punny. See,
I enjoyed it.
It's not.
I didn't hear it, so.
Yeah, because you interrupted over me.
Exactly. I did that on purpose.
Good. Interrupt him because it wasn't funny.
So let's rewind this. Okay. So then you have.
No, you cannot do this.
So then you have Will just completely shuts her down. What is he, heartless or something?
Yes, he is, because I fucked you.
Oh my god.
I'm throwing things at my camera. Are they hitting me?
I wanted to get it out there regardless, so it's there. It's there.
Oh my god.
You're all horrible.
Horrible.
Dom's horrible. We're all
See, I
horrible.
could go back and edit that out and make it seem like it, but no. No, it's staying. Staying as is.
Horrible.
No. Staying as is. So,
Horrible.
Anastasia deflects a lightning bolt that was meant to kill her. And, who does it hit? I forget now.
Will?
Does it hit Will?
Mhm.
Yes.
It will.
Oh, yes. Okay. Yeah, so I was thinking it hit Alice, but then I realized, yeah. No, so it hits Will, and then due to Alice's previous wish, that whatever happened, if Will died, she would die.
Yeah.
Which seemed really weird to me, because it seemed like she just died, and Will was still
She was
gasping.
dying.
Yeah, but she just, like, flopped into lifelessness, and Will's still, like, gasping for breath, so didn't quite come across proper to me.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, Will doesn't have his heart. As far as, like, pain is actually kind of, heart-related. So he could feel the pain, but his body wasn't typically in the shock that it should be, whereas Alice was.
He
So-
was a complete.
So she kind of, like, blacks out, whereas he's like, oh my god, this really hurts. Huh, I need to be saved. And she's already, she's off in her own land. That's not Wonderland.
Right. So, I thought she was gonna use her third wish here. Is that what you guys were thinking?
No,
I don't know. It could have gone either way, but
she wouldn't do it.
she didn't want to send Cyrus back into the bottle, so
She'd
yeah,
rather
no,
die.
it wouldn't have happened.
Mm-hmm. I don't think she would have used it.
No.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter because it wasn't hers to use.
Right,
Exactly.
but I love how the genie, Cyrus, was just like, yeah, I'm just gonna accept that. That's
It's like, that's good
Close
enough
enough.
for me.
Well, I think he knows her well enough to know that that's what she would do.
Yeah.
yeah, but still, that seems almost like it's rule breaking to me.
Well, he wanted her saved, and he couldn't force her to make the wish. But basically, he said, that wish is mine. She promised it to me for, helping save you.
Now
And he's
see, yeah,
That's good enough for me. So he transferred the wish.
the thing, if I don't think he could have transferred the wish if she didn't truly say that.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Yeah, I could see that.
Like if the knave was lying, he wouldn't have got that wish.
Interesting wish he made, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how did he
Look
phrase
where the trouble leads
exactly to end
he wanted
her
he
suffering?
wanted to end all of Alice's sufferings.
All of her sufferings, but then
All of her
he's separated from them now because this wish inadvertently freed Cyrus.
Cyrus.
Because him going back to the bottle would make her suffer.
Right. So it inadvertently took that out, but as we mentioned earlier in the show, there always has to be a genie. So it replaced Will as the new genie.
There always has to be a genie, and there's
So-
a consequence to all the wishes. So there's
But-
his consequence.
Wouldn't that Alice is so attached to Will, wouldn't that cause some suffering?
Yeah.
Probably
I don't
not.
think she's that attached to him.
I don't think it
No,
would
but
I think
he
she
said
doesn't
end
fully trust
all
her.
her suffering. All.
I don't think he said. I think he said, "I want to end Alice's suffering." I don't think he actually said all of it.
Well, I mean, he said all her sufferings up to that point. Like it would happen up to that point. That would be her sufferings.
Anything after that,
After it's just it's a new thing. It
Yeah, I
doesn't
guess.
count. So if she's if she's gonna suffer about Will, it doesn't count because it was made. It's happened after the wish was made.
Right.
Wishes are not retroactive.
Okay.
Unless you want them to be, you have to say it in the wish.
Yeah.
Well, it worked though.
hmm
Cyrus is free.
I
Alice
could have
is
sworn it was
alive.
all.
I don't remember. It doesn't matter whether it was
Doesn't
all
matter.
or not.
But wouldn't all
It-
be retroactive?
No,
No.
it wouldn't.
No.
So it doesn't matter which it was. If it was all, it was all. If it wasn't, I mean, same outcome. So I
Yeah.
mean, Alice is cured. Everybody's happy. Cyrus is freed, and then all of a sudden, wait, where's Will? I don't know. He just disappeared.
Yeah. So,
And then Cyrus has that.
how
"Oh,
do you
shit"
think? How do you
face.
think Alice is gonna find out?
They're gonna tell him. They're gonna tell her.
She's gonna find out like after she comes to, and they're like sitting there bawling.
If she doesn't already know.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of an obvious, like Cyrus is gonna be like, oh, he already has the oh shit face on. You know, Anastasia's over there bawling her face off. She's gonna find out, and she's gonna find out quick. Because Cyrus is going to be like, okay, this wish was made, and this is what happened. I know exactly.
Do they know that he's the genie?
You could
Cyrus, he goes, where's the bottle?
Yeah, where's the bottle? And he could totally tell Cyrus, knew exactly what happened.
Exactly.
So, now the bottle's floating down and over a waterfall, because it had to roll into the bushes.
On top of spaghetti all covered with cheese.
Pretty much what happened. The bottle's the meatball, and they lost their poor meatball.
When
somebody sneezed.
Well, actually, no. She deflected the lightning bolt with the bottle, and it blasted it out of her hand.
The cloud sneezed. The cloud sneezed. Very violently.
There you go. That's an effective bottle if it can deflect the friggin' lightning bolt. Yeah, I know magic and all that crap. Still.
So, what now?
Now the quest becomes find Will's bottle before Jafar does. Well, Jafar has to figure it out first.
Find and save Will and make him not.
Jafar doesn't care who the genie is. He's still just looking for the bottle. Like he doesn't need to find anything out. He just needs the bottle.
Yes.
If it goes along the Disney route, Jafar's going to end up being the genie.
Yeah, we've discussed that, but I don't think that's gonna happen.
But the part of Jafar finding it out, he's still going to pursue Alice and company for that until he finds out that Cyrus is no longer the genie. Then, really, short of just being a dick and revenge, he has no reason to pursue them anymore.
No, he's gonna get Cyrus somehow, and Cyrus is gonna be like, "What up, bitch? I'm not a genie."
And that's gonna be fine because Jafar will just be like, "Really?" and his head explodes. So I mean,
no, but then he'll want him around because I'm pretty sure being in that bottle for as many years that he's connected to it somewhat.
Yeah, you never know.
He might know.
He knows things. He definitely knows things.
Yeah, he was a genie for so long. He's gained some info.
He might know how, what happened when he became what happened after he became the genie the first time. And
all right, so what are your guys' predictions for where this is going thus far?
Aladdin, he's gonna come in. He's gonna swoop in and save everybody. And he's gonna take.
Maybe Cyrus is Aladdin.
Oh my Jesus Lord! Boom! Head explodes. No. Actually, it kind of does make a little bit of sense.
If they're gonna stick, I mean, that would be a really big until we find out more about Cyrus's past. You're right. Maybe Cyrus was Aladdin back in his youth.
What about Jasmine?
She's long.
And oh my God, I was totally just thinking that right now because Aladdin, he releases the genie in the Disney films. So if we kind of connected to this, there's always got to be another genie. Makes sense that Cyrus was Aladdin, freed the genie, and became the genie.
Yeah.
But the Sultan never had his daughter. He just had a son.
But no, if this was that case, this is a different Sultan because this was Cyrus's past before he was a genie, and Cyrus was a genie for hundreds of years. So that Sultan and Jasmine are long dead.
Yes.
So
this is a different Jafar then?
No,
you're right.
Well, look at all the other evil peoples. They kind of live forever.
Timey-wimey, wibbly-wobbly.
Yeah, so it could either be a Jafar just wasn't the villain when this Aladdin was around, and that's just how they're telling it. Or who knows how they're doing it. I mean, this is a theory, obviously, and they've done
just a theory.
I mean, they've done
things like that.
I mean,
they've done crazy
Cyrus looks a lot more than Aladdin than he does a genie to me.
Yeah, and you're right there. He does look the part. And they've done so many different character alterations, like Peter Pan being friggin' evil, that
Ruby is an actual werewolf, not being chased by the werewolf.
Right, exactly. They've done enough of this that, Cyrus Aladdin, having never had any interactions with Jafar until after he became a genie, that's perfectly plausible for me. I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
I don't know why I never thought about that before.
Speak.
I didn't think about it before either. It was mentioned and now it's in my head.
Rachel, is your dog chasing the Cheshire Cat?
No, Cheshire my cat.
The Cheshire Cat.
Oh, she's not so much Cheshire as the Madam
Yes,
Pissy
so he
Pants.
stops.
Huh? What'd you say?
Madam Pissy Pants?
Madam Pissy Pants.
Me.
That's what you call her.
Tweedledum.
Oh, your cat.
My cat. I call her Madam Pissy Pants.
Uthgrad in chat asked, didn't Jafar turn into a genie at one point? And yes, in the
Yes.
second, in Return
That's
of
what I
Jafar.
think. That's what I
No,
think.
at the end of
At the end of the
first one.
first one, he got turned into. a
Right, he
genie.
got turned into a genie.
Right.
That was it.
The second
Ultimate
movie
cosmic
was all about him
powers.
being the genie. But
Yeah.
Right.
so what I think is gonna happen is they're gonna go on a quest, try to save Will, all this stuff. But this because we're how many episodes is there for Wonderland? Did they actually make a confirmation? Because
Suppose I
22?
read a while ago that said it was going to be an original 13 episodes, that it was going to cover the story, and then it got extended to 22, and that it would follow the same characters on a different adventure for the second half of the
right, so
season.
we're not halfway through yet, and they're on their midwinter break or whatever.
We're 8 episodes in, yeah.
Right. So I think the next few ones are going to start exploring some more backstory, introduce maybe
Yes.
a few more characters and stuff like that. But I think ultimately they're not going to save Will. And I think this season is going to end with Jafar succeeding in whatever he's supposed to be doing.
I still like the theory that Jafar is going to fail, and as a consequence, he's going to wake up on the shores of Storybrooke like, where the hell am I?
That would be interesting, but I think I do think it's going to end.
exist anymore.
I was going to say, Storybrooke's not there anymore.
Well,
It's there.
Nope.
They're going to bring it back.
It's not though.
no, it's
It's
not.
not. It currently it's not there, but 2-3 episodes from now it'll be
I'm
back.
not gonna bring it back.
It's not gonna bring it
No.
back.
Not coming back.
No,
I
it's
was wrong
gone.
about the blue fairy. Very wrong. Everything I said last week about once
We'll
upon a time.
we'll get to Once
We'll
Upon a
discuss
Time
that in the
very
next-
shortly.
There's
I
so
know.
much I want to talk about.
Oh God, scissors! Ah.
So
I tried scissors too.
yeah, I think we're gonna end up with Jafar changing the rules of magic, unleashing the power of the 3 genies, changing the rules, whatever he's got to do, and that's how the season is gonna end, leaving us on a big cliffhanger of what now.
We're
So-
gonna be like pissed.
So Umi, where can the people find you?
Oh,
They
no,
can-
lizards.
They can find me on Twitter at LadyVenom24, LadyVenom24.
Ah.
I'm getting motion sickness.
Oh God!
Success.
Motion sickness. Tweedledum, where can the people find you?
You can find me at LIOSMFVIDS on YouTube, and you can find me at these lovely social media sites at Clio. Some of them I'm even updating regularly now, so yay.
Excellent, excellent. Oh yeah, Rachel, where can the people find you?
You can find it right here. I had to make a new lower third because I can't find my other one. At Savannah17. Tweet me, follow me, retweet me, all that happy horse poop.
Okay, fine. Mike, where can the people find you?
You are not an alien.
And you can find me at Phenomenon.
fine.
PHENOMEDOM.
Da, 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 da.
Excuse me.
No.
We're dumb.
She said I'm an alien, so. I don't want to do that any louder.
Did you guys hear that?
Sleeping.
And you can find us all on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Google+, anywhere your heart little desires. ASOTV podcast. For some more podcasts or some of your favorite TV shows. Gmail, same thing, ASOTV podcast. Leave us some comments, feedback, tweet, direct message. Snail mail us somehow, for all I care. Just
Find our address.
Please, I don't
Yeah.
want them knowing my address.
send it to 1-800 Miss Clio. And
No, that's right.
Chrissy lives at 2635 Maple Drive.
Yeah, it's true too.
1313 Marky Bird Lane.
I live at 3 addresses simultaneously.
That's
Logistical nightmare.
any complaints and legal threats you could send to former Vice President Dick Cheney at the American Enterprise Institute, 1150 17th Street, Northwest, Washington, D.C., 20036. And, yeah. Until next.
That's where I live.
Next time, because we don't even know. I don't even know when the show's coming back right now. All I know is it's ending. It's on mid-season break. That does not mean it's canceled. So stop that, internet. It's not canceled.
No, just stop.
They can't cancel it on this cliffhanger.
No,
They canceled.
they've
Outlaws on a
already
bigger cliffhanger.
extended it to a full season. They can't go back on that now. It's a full season.
Damn it.
It's been ordered.
No takey backies.
No, it's been ordered. The money's been issued. It's done. They will finish this season out at least. But this season, the ratings are great. So I'm expecting a renewal. So it's not canceled. Stop that, internet. Stop it now.
They're not as great as Once Upon a Time, but the ratings are pretty good.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Stop it.
we don't know what the next episode is called. We don't know when the next episode is coming. We don't know anything.
My prediction for the next episode, January 9th, 2014. 14th? 14.
2014.
14th.
January 32nd.
Pretzel.
January 32nd.
That would be a Sunday. No, a Saturday. Wait. Yeah. Totally not a Thursday. That's
No, wait, yes. No,
January
wait, yes,
32nd?
Yes, no, yeah. No.
No, yes,
There's
yes.
not 32 months in any